My name is Dan Drips, president of Heartland Motor Company in Morris, Minnesota. My grandpa started the business back in the 40s in Morris. Yeah, it was 1940 that picture is from. It'd be my grandpa George and my great-grandfather, and we don't know who the mystery man in the middle is. It's from 1940, so we don't quite have that one figured out. George was a fixer, a tinkerer. He liked to repair things, so he started in radiator business and welding, and so people would come from miles around because he was a good welder, and he would weld all kinds of different things and fix radiators and things like that. So drips and radiators, and yeah, it made sense. So he was doing that and decided to get into the car business. So he was fixing cars for people and just real mechanical mind. And there's a house on the west side of town that's still around that he was selling Oldsmobiles out of his garage, basically. There's cars on the yard that he's got on display, and he had a shop there that he would do his repairs out of that shop, and so I assume he was, between the house and the shop, was conducting business, got the Oldsmobile franchise in 1941, and was selling Oldsmobiles out of his house. And then in the 50s, he built a dealership down on Main Street. That building is still down there, and then my dad took over when he got out of the war. So Bill's my father. He took over from his father, George, and he got into the car business then. And similar, he liked to work on cars and had always an interest in cars, but he was more of the people person, let's say, and more into the selling of them and kind of enjoyed that aspect of it. And then in the early 80s, when things were getting a little tougher, then Bill and Bud decided maybe we'll put this thing together and make a viable deal. And then Bud took that on to make a viable operation with kind of merged two franchises together. And I came along for the ride in 1984 and still here today. It's a 1949, and my grandpa sold that new to Alfred Jurgensen. He's a mink farmer from town here, and then he traded it in at some point, and it had just been sitting back on the lot. It's a 30-year-old pickup when I'm getting an interest in it, and I'm thinking, well, that would be kind of cool to fix up. So I'm a senior in high school, and it was a little project that I thought, well, I'll take that on and fix that up, just restore it, because there's nothing happening to it. Like I said, just sitting there getting older, and nobody wanted to buy a 30-year-old pickup sitting on the lot, and so I thought, I'll fix it up. And Arnie Colden was a technician for us, and a little downtime here or there. He'd had some body experience, so he'd paint it, I'd sand it, and we took it apart and painted it one piece at a time. Not the ideal way to do a job, but our budget was pretty tight, so we just did it when we had time to do that. That's a good story too. So that Oldsmobile that I have, 1972 Oldsmobile, so I'm in the finance office. I don't have any money. It's like my first year or two of working in the finance office. I'm talking to Bud Berger, who was going to the auctions, and I said, hey, if you ever see a car like that, let me know. And so he calls me up in a week or two and says, I have your car. And I said, no, let me know if you ever see one. I don't have any money to buy this car, and so, well, I bought it, and so you can just pay me back, I'll just take it out of your pay or whatever. So it became mine, and I had Jim Snowberg in town here at the body shop. He painted it up for me and did some of the restoring for me, and I've just been dabbling with it ever since. So kind of a fun car, and just got a good story behind it, and had it at my wedding and those types of things, just memories that you can't replace. I've had a lot of people who want to buy it, and I'm just like, oh no, then I don't have it. I can sell it, or I can keep it. I'll just keep it. Back when I started at Berger Chevrolet in 1984, there was a car show, and even before I started that, they did it for a couple years. I'd bring my old truck out to the car show, and it was kind of a fun event. And it just faded away, only a couple years, so probably 86 or so it went away. And we decided with the new facility that we wanted to bring people to the new facility and show people what Morse had to offer, because it's the car shows are a regional deal. So we brought that idea back, and it's just grown every year since we did it. So it's a free car show for anybody that wants to show up, anybody that wants to bring a vehicle. We're not in it to make any money or anything. We just want to bring people to the community and show off their cars. And we're car people, and there's a lot of car people out there. So it's a very fun event, a family event that we bring to the community, and nobody's making any money out of it. It's just people getting together having some fun.